Hi, my dear Star citizens. The long-awaited Pyro is finally here. Well, it's not completely here yet, but the door has opened. The floodgate has opened. And here we have the Pyro preview channel schedule. It was just announced. Hi everyone, as recently announced at CitizenCon 2953 and in our dedicated announcement post, we are preparing for the first expedition to Pyro tomorrow, which is today. Before you proceed, please make sure to read the aforementioned announcement in detail to ensure you're up to speed and know what to expect. For the initial debut, we want to reiterate the validity of the preview channel. When we said it wasn't for the faint of heart, we mean it. It's important to note that the experience will vary frequently depending on what tech content is being tested and overall traffic. The game version available on preview channel is akin to early Evacati playtests, which are usually less reliable and subject to change often. Below, you will find our tentative schedule, but please note that depending on both backend and testing needs, these times may change, run long, or end early. We also may deviate from the schedule as other testing priorities arise, such as PTU testing for upcoming patches events. We intend to gradually open access to avoid putting too much strain on the backend at once. This means when you log in, if the servers are at capacity, you will encounter an error. If you do hit such an error, simply come back and try again later. We plan to run an 8-hour test each day. Again, we plan to run an 8-hour test each day, rotating between time zones to accommodate our global audience. As a reminder, we will open the preview channel to our most active testers, concierge, and those who have acquired a digital goodies pack. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here is the schedule. Time in UTC may be the following day. Maybe. So the schedule is just a tentative schedule. It might change. So here are the schedules. October 1st, start today, which is Tuesday, 12 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. UTC. November 1st, 6 a.m. Pacific time. Wow, early in the morning, 1 p.m. UTC. November 2nd, 11 p.m. Pacific. November 3rd, 12 p.m. Pacific, and November 4th, 6 a.m. Pacific. November 5th is 11 p.m. November 6th is 12 p.m. Pacific. November 7th, 6 a.m. Pacific. November 8th, 11 p.m. Pacific. November 9th, 12 p.m. Pacific. November 10th, 6 a.m. Pacific. November 11th, 11 p.m. Pacific. November 12th, 12 p.m. Pacific. November 13th, 6 a.m. Pacific, and November 14th is 11 p.m. Pacific. So let's see, 2 weeks, 15 days for the testing. It's either very early in the morning, 6 a.m. Pacific. If you're in the East Coast, that's 9 a.m. The next time zone is 12 p.m. It's lunchtime for Pacific time. And if you're East Coast, that's 3 p.m. And then the third testing time zone is 11 p.m. Pacific. If you're in East Coast, that's 2 a.m. in the morning. So I think this time schedule is trying to accommodate the global audiences. So it's about 6 hours and 12 hours apart. It will run for 2 weeks, and each day we will have 8 hours, but that is all maybe. So schedule is only tentative. It might change. Continue on, we will wrap up testing the preview channel ahead of Alpha 3.21.1. If you miss your opportunity to jump in, fear not. We will bring Pyro back online for testing later this year. Interesting information over here. So we are going to have a 3.21.1 PTU soon. Most likely, it's right after the 2 weeks of Pyro testing. So if we miss the testing period, they say we'll bring Pyro back online for testing later this year. It's highly possible that Pyro will be in 3.21.1. And even better, maybe the jump gate will open. Maybe the jump gate will open once we're in the preview channel, or the preview channel is we start in Pyro. Not exactly sure. And I am not part of the Ivacati testers, so I do not know. But I do hope that this year we can at least have Pyro officially in PTU at least. And with the jump gate open from Stanton, then we can jump to Pyro. Fingers crossed. Continue on. Last but certainly not least, we'd kindly encourage you to take full advantage of the issue console, of course. Your reports are massive help in expediting the process of getting Pyro to the live servers. So that is the goal, getting Pyro into the live servers. Remember, this is only the beginning for the preview channel. On the road ahead, we look forward to getting your hands on the replication layer split server meshing and more. How exciting is this? Replication layer and server meshing are not far behind. We know that many of you are eager to dive in, and we can't wait to jump in with you. Thanks in advance for your patience and understanding. We will see you in Pyro. Ladies and gentlemen, the floodgate of Pyro is opening right now. So it's gonna be an exciting the rest of the year. Pyro is here. Server meshing is not far behind. Alpha 3.21.1 is coming this year as well. And the footsteps of IAE, Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, is getting louder and louder. So, citizens, buckle up. We are going to have a bumpy but joyful ride. So, see you guys in Pyro 07. And I really need to get some shut-eye.